Finally, let's take a look at the Midge Adult, a dry fly as it were. Now, fishing the adult stage of the midge is at times productive. However, very often it's an exercise in futility as the trout seem to focus on the more readily available pupa and emergers. It seems, however, as fly fishermen, we all want to use dry flies whenever we can. Now, likely the most popular standard midge pattern for a dry is a Griffith's net, and at times this easy to tie fly can be very effective. The materials here are quite simple. We use a very small hook, generally size 18s down to 22s or even 24s, some real small grizzly hackle, and a little peacock curl. I'm going to show you how to put it together. You slide this out of here, and we're going to take one of these little itsy bitsy hooks. This is about a size 20, and we set that in our vise and lock it in place. Pretty well centered. Okay. I'm going to use some 8/0 thread, and we're going to start out by what's called dressing the hook. Pretty simple process. Just hold the thread and give the hook a spin. You run that thread down. When you hit the point of the hook, I can reach right into the gape, and you can actually rotate this and get all the way to the very back. That's good enough. I'm going to take a piece of herl, just a single piece of herl. This is a pretty small hook. We'll tie this herl in, and at the tie-in point, which is about halfway between the point of the hook and the barb, secure it with a half hitch. And that little piece right there is so fragile, you can just simply pull it off. You don't even have to use your scissors to trim it. However, if you bring the herl and the thread together like this, give the vise a spin, it'll create a chenille out of it. What we've done here is we've twisted the herl and the thread together. So now, using the vise, I can spiral that forward like so, edge to edge, just like I wear a piece of chenille. Pretty simple, okay? You get all the way up to the front here, about like that. Not much to it. You take and simply tie it off, okay? Next, I'm going to take a very tiny grizzly hackle. This is actually a saddle hackle. Tie that in like so. Now, traditionally, a palmered hackle, which this fly asks for, you tie the tip in at the back and go forward. Here's a better way to do it. Tie the butt end of the hackle in up front like this, and then using the vise, we can take and rotate that spiral down like this all the way to the end of the body. Weave that in and out of the gape of the hook, reverse yourself, and come forward again, all the way up to where you want to finish it off, about there. Bring the bobbin over and tie it off. Not much to it, is it, guys? You might secure that with a half hitch, and bring your scissors in, trim out the quill, whip finish over that half hitch, and again, if you're cool, a little tiny dab of head cement would be neat. But that's really about all there is to a Griffith's net, guys. Now, one of the advantages of running that hackle down and back again is if you look at these fibers, they're going to be crisscrossed like this. It'll float better. It gives a pretty nice profile, and that little beauty really will work.